Now we'll do Logan's problem. All right, so Logan deposits $1,500 in an account paying 3.6% compounded annually. How much will he have after 12 years? Well, we just did one like that. So how much will he have if he deposits $1,500? How do I put in the 3.6%? 0.036. He's compounded annually, so that's just a 1. And he's doing it for 12 years, so that would be 1 times 12, which is 12. $2293.02. How does that look?
Correct. Yep.
That look correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now B is the interesting one. How long will it take for him to triple his investment? Now, what does that mean? If we want him to triple his investment, we want him to end up with $4,500. So we want this number to be $4,500. We want to end up, we know how much we want to end up with. We know we're starting with $1,500. We know our interest rate is 0.036 compounded annually. What do we not know? How many years? We don't know this up here, so I'll just call that T. Wait a second, we've seen this kind of situation before. If my variable is the exponent, I know at some point I'm going to need to use what? Logarithms. Yep, the only way to get that down, get that variable down so I can solve for it is to use logarithms. But what do I always have to do first? Divide. I always have to divide first. So I'm going to divide by 1,500. And that, of course, is just going to give me 3. I can keep writing this out, but really what is that? Since that's divided by 1, it's just 0.036. Isn't that just 1.036? You can keep writing it this way if you want, but all right, now what happens? Now we take the logarithm of both sides. And the reason that we did that, the exciting, super fun thing is this comes out here. So make sure you're writing down all these steps. Log 3 equals T log 1.036. How do we figure out what T is then? Divide by log 1.036. And that will give us our answer. Don't forget to close the parentheses on those logarithms. Ooh, 31.06 years. So how long will it take him to triple his money? 31.06 years. Got it? Oh, now we got Tyler. Depositing money in an account paying 2% compounded quarterly. How much will she have after 6 years? All right, write it down. Write it down on your paper, the formula, the setup for how you're going to calculate how much money Tylen is going to have after 6 years. When you have it written down, look up here and see if yours looks like mine. Where'd that 24 come from?
6 times 4.
6 times 4, yeah. We're compounding 4 times a year for 6 years. All right. So what'd you come up with?
7,326.52.
7,326.52. Somebody agree with Sam? I didn't type it in.
Quarterly.
Now the next question, this is the tougher one. When will she have $8,000? When will she have $8,000? So we're going to use that same formula, but this now, the ending amount needs to be 8,000. Agreed?
Correct.
And we're still starting with 6,500. She's still getting a 2% interest rate. Now, there's a 4 up here and a T. I don't know how many years it's going to take, but that exponent is not a plain T, it's a 4T. It was a plain T over here because we were compounding annually. So it was actually a 1T. Here you got to have that 4T. Is that okay with everyone? All right. Step 1. Got to divide both sides by what? 6,500, right? So does that come out to be anything nice? No. Oh, and round off error is bad. So let's keep a lot of decimal places. 1.23077. That should be safe. Now what? Now we're going to take the logarithm of both sides. And that is going to pull the whole 4T out front. So we have the log of this big decimal equal to 4T times the log of, can we simplify that?
Yes.
What does that equal?
1.005.
So that comes out kind of nice? Yeah. Yeah, 1.005, that's not bad. Now, did I lose anybody in that? Everybody see what I did? I don't want to keep rewriting this, so I'm just going to go ahead and figure out what it is. Could have done that at the beginning if you wanted to. Now what? What am I dividing by? You're right. What am I dividing by?
Log.
Log 1.005?
Yes.
So now I'll type this in. So log 1.23077. oh shoot, I forgot to close my parentheses, divided by log 1.005. Did you get 41.63?
Yes.
But that's not the answer.
Divide that by
Now we have to divide by 4. So I'm just gonna leave that in there and hit divided by 4. So 10.41. So it will take her 10.41 years to get, what was her goal? $8,000. All right, one more. This one's a little bit tricky. Number 5. How much will Amani need to deposit to end up with $15,000 in 20 years if interest is 4.8% compounded quarterly? Okay, think about your formula. What's the variable this time? What do I not know? P. So I know A is 15,000. I don't know P. 1 plus my interest rate is 0.048 divided by 4 to what power? 80? Why is it 80? 4 times 20. Any ideas how we'll figure this out? Figure out what this is? So, Naya says, type this in on your calculator. You know how to do that. We can type that in. Parentheses, 1 plus 0.048 divided by 4, close parentheses to the 80th. I got 2.59681. Is that what you got? Did you get this number? Would someone like nod or something? Okay, good. All right, now what do? Do I need logarithms? No, I just divide, right? I just divide. Now, let me give you a little hint to reduce round-off error. You want to divide both sides by this number, right? Which is on my calculator right now. So I'm just going to type 15,000 divided by second answer, and it will give me the answer. Now, if you, that's how much she'd have to deposit. If you don't know where second answer is, we know where second is. Answer is right above the negative sign, the negative. And if you press that button, second answer, it pulls down the last thing on your calculator. And that way you don't have to type it all back in, and you don't have any round-off error at all. So I type 15,000 divided by second answer, and no round-off error. All right, awesome. We're going to stop there.